Hello and welcome back. Today I'm going to be doing something different. You can see probably better examples of this on the Marling Baits channel. It's where he finds an antique lure and tries to recreate it, and that's what I'm going to be doing today. And I have chosen a lure called a Whirligig. So let's get to work. Okay, so like I mentioned earlier, today we are making a Whirligig. This is a antique lure that's rather hard to come by, but I found it in another lure making channel. Forget the name of it, but it's like 6'1" Dynami, something like that. Anyway, it looks like I have this. It's a Christmas ornament since we had to pull these out. I saw this. So it's basically, I'm going to model it off the shape, this paint scheme, but basically one of the only differences is it's basically, the head is cut right off, and it's supposed to spin, like, spin it, and it just, and it has fins here that are that way, so it catches water and makes them spin. It's like a little propeller, basically, and it's like the opposite of a whopper plopper, basically. A whopper plopper, there's one fin coming off the tail, and that spins and kicks up water. There's two coming off the head, and the head spins around. So it's supposed to be pretty cool, and let's get to work. Okay, and here we are going in with I have this little mini lathe thing. It's not anchored in any way, but I'm going to use this to try to get the main shape of our Whirligig lure, and let's go. So once you turn it on, it's not that loud or anything, but something like that, and then it starts to carve out your shape, so it just makes it nice and round, and I'm gonna work on that for a while. And after not much time, I can see a difference there. And there it is, pretty much blocked out. I'm going to sand that a bunch because I didn't get quite as much as I needed or wanted, because that's still pretty big. I might even do a little bit of carving, but that is the basic shape right there. Okay, so I've put it back in, and I'm going to do a little bit more. I'm going to bring it down a little bit more, and I'm going to give it some ridges. And with a lathe, it's pretty simple. You just take your tool and kind of just place it on it, and it gives it little ridges. So I'm going to try to do that. Okay, so I just went ahead and did a couple of those ridges, and so how you do that, it's really not that hard. You turn on your lathe device, and you take your tool by the corner and space it out, place it there, put pressure, and that's what it does. And it's pretty cool. I'm going to go back over them because some didn't do very well. Okay, and just took that out. That light is really bright, but you can see the ridges there. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do next, but I'm going to do something. Okay, I think for the next step, I'm actually going to cut the head off of this, or partly anyway, so I can begin to work on a through wire. I'm going to do that. It's where you cut a slot and you make a wire harness to the shape that you need and want. So I'd have like a loop in the wire here, a loop here, and then I'd have it come out straight so it has something to spin on the head once it's loose. And then I'll probably have another loop here to stop it and as the line tie. So I'm going to cut off the head and then I'm going to cut a slit in the side, I think. I'm not really sure though, but I'll do that. Okay, so yes, I have decided and I'm going to cut the head off right here, right now. And I'm just going to kind of do it right where the ridges kind of start. Maybe even at the first ridge, because that should be right around. This is going to be hard. I have beheaded our lure, and I, somewhere in there, wrote 1 and 2 for the top pieces. It's backwards for you, but not for me. So now I'm going to, not sure, but I'm going to cut the slit in this to put the wire in, and that kind of just goes exactly how you'd imagine. You just put it in the vise and draw a line maybe and cut it. Okay, so that's in the vise. Grabbing our saw. It's going to have to go, this line is going to go all the way into this very center of the bait. That is just about good. I'm going to go over that with a coping saw to make it wider. I meant hacksaw. This is a hacksaw, not a coping saw. I'm doing this just because that saw before, the width, the wire didn't fit in it. It's a very thin blade. This one's a little thicker, so the wire should slip right in there. In theory. This is all theoretical. And there it is. Goes to the middle. Goes to the middle. That is our slot. I'm going to see if the wire fits. Okay. And let's see. Yep, it fits. Now I'm going to bend the wire so that it has hook hangers and line ties as part of it. This will also give this bait some strength. So I'm going to push this back so that piece that's sticking up is about in the middle. And I'm going to remember where that is. I'm going to take this and bend it over so it's nice and round. Probably just messed up. I haven't honestly really done this much. Like, I've only successfully done it really once, so don't roast me or criticize me too much in the comments. This is pretty. Okay, still working on thinning that little piece here. Squeeze it. Okay, and there that is, and I'm going to work on the hook hanger. See if you remember, measure out where that was, if you can get it out, and bend it over. You know, some people are really good at this. I am definitely not one of those people. Like, in no way am I good at this. So I just cut that, and I'm going to squish it together a bit. hopefully that worked. That can't be right. Look how close. This should be way more up here. Okay, so I'm kind of alarmed because I got that looking nice, but this is definitely not going to be enough wire. Because once you get that on there, there's hardly any left. Because there's going to be a little gap in there, and then that leaves just about nothing to finish. So I might have to do something kind of crazy, which I have to do a lot, but I don't know. I do not know. What I might have to do is cut it off in there and then get a longer piece and glue it in there. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna do that. Should I glue this in all in right now? No, I should carve out the leg first, not the weight hole. The hole where I'll put in the weight. So I'm going to do that with this in it. It needs to be right about where the hook hanger is. This is not easy. Not easy, people. I'll do one here and then one here. But actually, it's not too bad for my first whirligig attempt. But right now, I'm going to drill this part out, and then I'll do this. Okay. And here I go, drilling out. It's going the wrong way. The hole in which the wire will go through. I'm going to also start on this side. And I believe they met midway, which is a good sign. Yep, they did. That is good. I'm just gonna that does not want to spin very freely. That's better. Okay, this is actually really satisfying. That spins pretty good. That's fun. Whirligig. Okay, time to do our weight holes. Pains me to do this, but I am going to cut the wire right here so I can put a new one in. 3, 2, 1. Wah, 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 wah. So now it's going to have to be, this is going to be in here, so like that. And I'm going to have to get a whole new piece of wire and have it come out, and it'll be straight, so it'll probably spin better, but that's how it's going to have to be, so. Stuff happens in life. You can't always avoid that. Okay. Carving out those, whatchamacallits. Pretty sure they're not called that, but you hope, weight holes. That's what I'm carving out. Safety first. Can't believe I didn't film that. Just pulled an old me and didn't show me putting the stuff in there, but now I'm gonna show the baking soda part. It's just as fun, right? No. Well, make do. That was weird. Okay. Film that. I gotta get that in the crack as well. Probably hard because I don't want it to get in those little grooves and ruin their grooviness. So. in there. And I've got this part glued in. Now it's like a little popsicle, lollipop thing. I think I'm going to fully seal this, and I think I'm going to do it right now. And there it is, all sealed up. I'm going to let this dry. Then I'm going to really work on this piece. This is a very important piece. This is what gives the lure its whirligigginess. Okay, and I just drew some lines on this. There's that sealed, super glued, and they look curved from this angle, but they're just gonna be straight. And I'm just gonna, this is gonna be difficult because this is a weird wood grain, and saw's not used to that. Well, I'm not used to that, so full attention must be devoted. I'm gonna go put this in the vise. Here we go, going in for the first attempt. Oh, that is way too loose. Wow, this really is not bad. Nothing to worry about. I'm gonna make that a little thicker because Lexan polycarbonate's not all that thin. That did not sound good. When I clamped it in there, I heard a crack from where the baking soda is. Ooh. Okay, I've checked, and the Lexan polycarbonate, which I have here, fits in those two little grooves. So I don't really know what shape a fin, I'm going to call them fins, I'm going to be cutting out for this. It's going to have to be interesting. Wish I could draw on this stuff. Here, I'm going to put the paper up. And then I can draw on the papery stuff. Smuts. Now I can see what I need. I'm going to do like real classic something. It's going to come up. Something like that, maybe? You can't see that, but I'm going to try to carve or scratch that out. Well, I think I just got that perfect, almost just about on the first try there. It's pretty good. That's going to catch some water. Now I got to do that exact shape again. I like that one. Okay, so quite a few things happened. First thing, my camera ran out of battery. And, so you didn't get to see the gluing in of the paddles, but that's pretty good. And the big thing is, you probably have already noticed, and I just noticed, my stupidity, in putting weight in the head. The thing that's supposed to spin around, and doing that is the exact, putting weight in it is supposed to make it stay still. I don't know what state of mind I could have been in that I would have put it in there. So now, I think I'm just gonna I might take this and carve around it, and then I might, baking soda, I would normally fill it up with baking soda and super glue, but that actually, that's actually a really heavy thing itself. I almost don't even need any metal. It's almost just as bad. So I might do something like wood dust. That's what I'm collecting over here. Wood dust and super glue. Oops. That might work. But I do not know what's going to happen, but I slipped this on there and if I can get it back on there. My wire's a bit bent. It's not good. Okay. There it is. I mean, it spins pretty good, but it always goes to the same spot, and it'd be a lot better if that weight wasn't there. see it just went right back. If you do this, flip it upside down, it goes right back. So, not preferable, but I'm going to see what I can do. Okay, so what happened in the end? What happened in the end was I finally worked that weight out, and then I just went exactly as I said, put some that in there and did that. It actually seems to have worked. I just hope it doesn't float, and then instead of one sinking side, there's a floating side, which would be equally, similarly not good. But I think I'm going to kind of, to the best of my ability, assemble this without fully. I'm going to have to like put a bead in between these two pieces. Wow, that wire got really thin. So it can spin freely and not just rest on it. But that's a lot better. It spins a lot longer now. Should work. I'll find a bead and then I'll trim the wire a little bit and then we'll test it. Oh, I also might put hooks on it because that's part of the equation right there. So let's do that. Okay, let me bring you up to speed. So I put hooks on it. One is a lot small. I couldn't find a middle hook. So one's a lot smaller and one's a lot bigger. Then I got two small beads here. And I'm just going to finish this off fully. And worry about clear coating and painting later. And how you do that is I'll show you. Okay, so once this is all put together about, you bend your wire in half, a little in front. I actually did a little too much. I'm going to maybe try to redo that. I don't know. Okay, so once this is all put together about, you bend your wire in half, a little in front. I actually did a little too much. I'm going to maybe try to redo that. Something like that. And then you clamp the tip part that you want as your line tie in there. And then you take the rest of it, and I'm just going to do this by hand. Wrap it around the other stuff. This is my first time ever doing anything like this, so cut me some slack. Oh my gosh, that looks awful. Okay. Something like that. And then you cut it. Okay, and here we are, about to see if this crazy thing will work. It spins pretty good, so I think we have a pretty good chance. Let's see. Wow, that's pretty disappointing. Wait, no, it spins. Oh, it actually spins pretty good. I don't know if the camera can pick up on that, but it's actually spinning pretty fast and good. It's not a total bust after all. Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's one of those things where it might be spinning so fast that it looks like it's like sitting still. So it's kicking up some. I don't know, I think that's pretty good. So on to painting. And I'm going to do a very antique style, just like the ornament. Maybe copying it almost. I forgot to show you this, but before I put the tape on the wings, I could blow on it. Oh, it actually still works, but it worked better without those, and I'll show you at the end if it, hopefully it still works. But time to start painting, and I'm going to be doing something very similar to this. Black, some yellow, and red. Okay, let's start spraying some paint. Oh, snap. Not supposed to happen. are, come on. Hey, check this out. So, I was going to paint the inside of that, and when I sprayed it, isn't that funny? I bet it'd do it if I did it dead on like this. Or not. Whoa! That is dangerous. Kind of funny too. Woo! That's just satisfying. Okay, and moving on to some yellow. I might try to do that thing where I got it to spin and give it an even coat. That'd be nice. Come on, spin. Come on, you can do it. Yeah. Does not want to do it. Come on. Got there for a second. And finally, last but not least, I think I'll do a red stripe going down the middle. And there it is, painted, and time to get clear coated. Let's do that. I wanted to show you the spinning without the things on it. Why won't it work now? Pretty good. There it goes. Okay, our Whirligig has been completed, but I wanted to show you guys something here. This is a little driftwood Christmas tree with all my lures on it, and a couple of others. Like, I did not make that, but I made that in a video. I made this, and I just made this, and now it has its place on the tree. But let's go take that to the water. I think that snow that I showed you has melted, so the pond might not be frozen over, but I'm gonna go find out. Well, for my first antique lure recreation, that was pretty good, I guess, but I'll try to do better in the future. Hope you enjoyed. Stay tuned.